Yo, YouTube, what is up? Radar25 back again with my co-host, Michael Fuentemania, whatever you guys want to call him.
Don't call me club guy, please.
Call him Club Guy because he will go
Nah,
buy that shit.
fuck off.
So
What up, Marks?
what's going on, guys? We're back again with another video. It's our 2 takeaways. We only have 2 for NXT from April Fools. Pretty decent show from NXT. Differing from Raw and SmackDown because there's actually wrestling on this show.
Because Trips gets it, man. Trips gets it.
Trips understands that you need to have wrestling on these shows because a lot of promos is just, it's boring. Even if the promos are good, it's just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But good, solid matches. And, we have 2 takeaways. Before we get into the video, guys, I want to remind you guys to drop a like on this video and the previous video, the AEW takeaway video, and my Modern Warfare Warzone videos as well. Check those out. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links in that description below, as I say every single time. But, guys, without further ado, let's get jumping.
Wait, let me cut you. If you're watching the video, just put a like, all right? If you're watching the video, just put a like. We're getting more views than likes, okay? Just hit the like.
Yeah.
It takes 1 second.
Yeah, you should drop a like on these videos if you're watching them. You might as well just drop a like on them because
even if you don't like them, just like them. All right, just do it.
Just drop a like
for us.
Yeah, just whatever. It doesn't matter. But if you're watching and not subscribed, please do subscribe and drop a like. But without further ado, guys, jump right into this video. 2 takeaways from NXT.
2.
All right, guys. The show started off with Velveteen Dream making his entrance.
Androgynous Velveteen.
Yeah, the androgynous Velveteen Dream, aka Prince. I'm a huge Velveteen Dream fan.
Hell yeah!
I love Velveteen Dream. I love
me some Dream,
his
baby.
Attention to detail on his character and his entrance, his movements, the way he moves, and everything like that. And even the fact that every time he wears his pants, they're always like super low in the back, where his ass crack's like almost always showing the entire match,
which is unbelievable. That never shows.
Yeah, it really never shows, but it's almost always there. Now he's taking on Bobby Fish, right? So he's taking on this match, taking on Bobby Fish. If he wins, he's gonna get that title opportunity against Adam Cole. When that match is gonna happen, I don't know, because that was obviously supposed to be a takeover match, and since they're doing takeover matches on regular NXT, as we'll see later on in the show, and next week with the I believe the ladder matches next week.
Honestly, guys, just for anything past WrestleMania right now is up in the air because the state of Florida is in full lockdown. So we don't know if they'll ever be able for a long time to even have any event of any kind, of any gatherings anywhere for anything.
Yeah.
In the state of Florida.
Yeah.
So seeing as the de facto home of WWE now is Florida, we might not have anything after. I think they shot Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania. I think that shot. Other than that, everything else is pretty much until now.
Yeah,
hasn't been done, and they locked it down today. So
yeah, so we'll see what's gonna happen with that. But this was a good match between O'Reilly and Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream's really selling the leg for the most part of the match. When he got caught in the ankle lock by Bobby Fish, Velveteen Dream was selling his ass off and screaming at the top of his lungs, and really taking over the top the pain that he was in. So good job on Dream from there. Dream was able to hit the Dream Valley Driver and get the win. And right after he won, he mouthed to the camera, "Adam Cole, you're next." Cut a short promo there. And, I am really excited for this match. One thing I'm going to preface by saying is that Sam Roberts on the call, I wasn't a huge fan of because he tends to shit on everybody.
Everything, yeah.
Shit on them like
a sarcastic, smart ass. Like I'm the smart.
Not like a heel way, right? Like not like a regular heel would shit on somebody, but
smarty ass little sarcastic.
He shits on them like if we were shitting on them.
Yeah.
And on TV, that's not the right. I don't think that's the right way to go about it.
I guess because maybe they tell him you're just a fan, so act like a smark. Just be a smark, and maybe that's part of the whole shtick. But yeah,
for him to be like, if he does the pre-show kickoff shows, that's fine. He wants to do that on the kickoff show. But if you're gonna do a commentary the whole night, are you really gonna shit on everybody like that? I don't know, but
I wasn't really a fan of his voice the entire time either. It was kind of like whiny. Yeah. He has that whiny voice that just makes me want to smack him.
But also, I kind of wish they would have had Adam. I don't know if obviously, I think he lives in that area, so he could have joined.
No, yeah, they live in Florida.
But he could have, came out with the rest of the Undisputed Era after the match and kind of had a stare down. With Velveteen Dream. I think it would have helped a little bit, but they didn't do that. But
it was cool. It worked. I mean, again, I'm excited for that match. Again, we won't see if we'll ever see it for months and months.
For a while, so let's see when it happens. Yeah,
we'll see.
Next thing on the show was an odd match. 2 guys you don't really see. Jake Atlas, who I've never seen before, was his
Yeah.
debut, and I never heard of before. His
Okay,
debut.
like I thought he was just like another jobber match. I thought that's
Yeah,
what
no,
they were
he's
gonna
not.
do.
It was his debut. Supposedly, he's got a lot of hype on social media. I don't know why,
Yeah.
because he doesn't really look that
He
special.
looks like generic wrestler number 17.
Yeah. Now he's going against an interesting guy called Dexter Loomis. He looks like your
A Street Fighter villain.
I mean, he looks like your kind of run-of-the-mill molester. That's what he looks like to me. It doesn't really look like he'll molest you.
I mean, I don't know what run of the mill. The guy's pretty jacked. Maybe like a little steroid one.
I mean, his face, his mustache, the darkest tattoos I've ever seen.
You can't even name what they're like.
Super dark, those
tattoos.
tattoos.
Yeah.
But he's a very strange character, which is cool. I mean, it could work out. He could have like a weird.
I mean, now to say his entrance was super rapey. He came in like just
so
like.
I'm saying, yeah, he's a molester.
Yeah, he's.
I saw on Twitter that it was somebody tweeted, says Dexter Loomis reminds me of he puts the lotion on the skin. So like that creepy ass like perverted shit like that.
Well, his name is Dexter, and I never saw the show Dexter, but he was a creepy serial killer. So maybe like they're going off with that.
Yeah. So no, it's fine because like he's gonna do the creepy gimmick. He's working it fine. And he's a creepy ass looking dude. So that's good. Loomis gets the win. Obviously, but it was what it was. It was just there to have two guys that aren't on NXT TV and have them show up, which is fine. This is what Raw and SmackDown should be doing, showing guys,
especially during this time.
Yeah, showing guys off that don't really get on TV. Just showing them off and having them out there and see how it goes. But getting their characters over. Next thing on the show, guys, is takeaway number 1 of the night, and that's going to be that gauntlet match. This gauntlet match was a second chance match for everybody, all the women who lost to try to get back into the ladder match that's going to happen next week. The 6-woman ladder match. It starts off with Shotzi Blackheart. Now I'm gonna start off right now.
Shotzi Blackheart from Oakland,
we're gonna hit this off right now. The shit that sucked in NXT.
Bro, I was so pissed.
Was the fact that Shotzi Blackheart came out and she didn't have the fucking tank.
Man, what the
little
fuck,
tiny
man?
Tank. She still had the
stupid helmet.
And
that wasn't the only stupid helmet of the day. There's another really stupid helmet in this fucking thing.
Dumbass one.
But the tank was awesome. She almost fell off the stage with it. Like it was like that would have got her so over that they could have sold merch on the thing. Kids would have loved it. Shirts, the actual tank itself. They really dropped the ball on that one by not having it out. Unless she couldn't travel with it because of restrictions or whatever. But it should be in the back in the old warehouse full of gimmicks.
They should have had it. But that's the shit that sucked, guys. The fact that she did not come out with that cool little tank
threw me off with an entire match.
So she starts the gauntlet match off, and that's the most unenviable spot to be in, first in the gauntlet. But she runs through it. So starts off with Deonna Purrazzo, another New Jersey native there.
Josie.
She beats Purrazzo with a senton. Then Xia Li's the next one to take on. Remember, she got taken down mysteriously in the back when she was supposed to face Aaliyah, and that she got taken down. Right?
I mean, parking lots and backstage in NXT are pretty dangerous. You should be careful.
Those are dangerous spots to be in.
Real dangerous spots to be in.
So she takes down Xia Li. Then she takes on Aaliyah, beats Aaliyah. Then she takes on Kaden Carter, takes her down, and then it's her versus Dakota Kai along with Raquel Gonzalez. And Dakota Kai ends up winning this match, and she gets the second chance spot, and she's the final entrance into the women's ladder match for the number 1 contendership for the NXT title.
Yeah, which you could like as soon as she lost her match and they announced this thing.
I assume she was going to be the one.
Everyone pretty knew that she was a favorite to win.
Especially since she has her heater with her in Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah, so it's like
she has that with her. You
figured it, and you needed her in the match. She's one of the, especially because they just had the cage match like a month and a half ago, or whatever. Yeah, you figured that she was going to be in it,
and she got the win. Yeah, in that cage match too.
So she had to put her in there. She deserves it. She's one of the best in NXT women's division. So I'm excited for the match. That's next week, right? They said.
I believe that's next week. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So something to look forward to.
But let's talk about. But the fact is that they really showcased Shotzi Blackheart in this match because she ran through the gauntlet to the end. Now they've used gauntlet matches in the past over the past few years to really get people over and really get them give them a lot of really give them a shine and make
it's the old it's like the easy Royal Rumble thing where they come in number 2 or number 1 and they go all the way. Even if they don't win, but they were impressive, and that's in the back of your mind.
Because you remember. You had Seth had that crazy 1 hour long gauntlet match on Monday Night Raw that he ended up winning. So he got really, really made him look well and shine. You had Kofi in his when he was going for the title when he actually ended up winning the title going in there,
which set him off because that was like that. Like that
and
was.
Then you had just recently for Elimination Chamber, Heavy Machinery run the gauntlet.
Yeah.
And, you know, really, it catapults them, even if it's just a little bit, it does catapult them up. So they're
like,
able to
it's in the back of your mind that these guys can kick ass. Like, it's just, you know, it's an easy way to do it. And that gauntlet match ends on for the Heavy Machinery was one of the best things SmackDown's done in months.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's a really good thing.
It.
It's cool. Yeah. So, you know, that's takeaway number 1, guys, of the night. And, you know, we'll get to see Dakota Kai in that ladder match. Should be interesting, especially with Raquel Gonzalez on the outside. Yeah. She probably will get interfere. Next thing on the show, speaking of stupid helmets, we had Kushida, which is awesome. Kushida versus Joaquin Wilde. He came out with these strange, dumbass looking helmet face thing.
Like, it looked like a weird anime. It might be like something like a Speed Racer helmet. It was weird.
It was weird. And he
I don't know what that was.
Yeah. And
even Sarah Roberts gave him shit. So, I mean,
he gave him shit, which rightfully so. He gave him shit for that dumbass
that was
helmet.
One thing I agree.
And the fact that he does that DJ horn.
Yeah.
It's all a miss.
I never have to see that guy ever again, really. I think that was a complete drop that gimmick.
Kushida did some really interesting and creative moves to try to get this guy into the armbar.
Yeah.
There was one where he kicked him up into the air and then caught him and then, you know, did that. But he ended up getting the armbar, getting the win. And then later on, you see, like, the interview with Joaquin Wilde in the parking lot, and then a car comes up with guys with a bunch of luchador masks and they abduct him.
Yeah, and that's like a time we've seen somebody get abducted in the parking lot of NXT. Yeah. So if you're going to use that parking lot, you have to look both ways at all times. Do not do interviews back there. Be very careful because people are going to get abducted left and right over there. It's a bad look. Guys. And with coronavirus season, just touching you and stuff, those guys didn't seem to have gloves. They had masks on, but we don't know if they're protecting gloves.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Who knows what that's all about? We'll find that out sooner or later. But the next thing on the show, guys, is takeaway number 2, and it's the main event. It's the triple threat match for the North American title. You got Damian Priest, you got Dominik Dijakovic versus Keith Lee, obviously the champion. We all get to bask in his glory because he ends up getting the win in this match. Very, very solid match. Couple spots were kind of here or there, but a cool spot, really cool spot in the match was when Keith Lee grabs Damian Priest in a power bomb and kind of just he first uses him as like a battering ram into Dijakovic. Dijakovic drops to his knees on all fours, and then he continues and he starts power bombing Priest on top of Dijakovic's back. Boom, boom, boom.
Over and over.
Damian Priest brings out the nightstick while he's being held up in the air by Dijakovic. Hits Dijakovic in the knee with it. Here comes Keith Lee to bump him right out of the ring.
Take him right
and then he hits I believe he hit the Spirit Bomb on Dijakovic and got the win, right? So it's a fine ending, right? Because you get more heat on Priest because he was using the nightstick. He cheated. And then Dijakovic doesn't lose much because
he was hurt going in finishing off the match.
Yeah, finishing off the match. He got the weapon used on him, and then Keith Lee takes advantage of it, and he gets the win. So nobody loses in this match, really. Which is fine. This was a match that was supposed to take place at TakeOver. It's taking place here. I'm not sure where they're going to go from here. I assume probably more matches between Damian Priest and Dijakovic.
And Keith Lee goes to something else. I mean, Keith Lee, again, just showed he's a star. When they start, hyping up his strength and showing those, strength spots, I mean, it puts him sky high over. And it's just, that powerbomb stuff was fun. The way he just – that fling where he pushes guys – out of the ring where Priest flew out the ring, that's awesome. It's just it's cool to see such a monster of an athlete and just how strong he is. He's over no matter what. Off to bigger and better things for him.
Yeah, so it's really good stuff. Really enjoyed the match, and all guys look good. I mean, Priest. I'm not sold on him yet. I'm not really sure about him.
His promos are just leave something to be desired.
His promos, but he's got an interesting look to him.
Definitely.
He has some pretty decent facials at certain points. He has a mysterious look to him. So it's fine for now, but let's see what happens. I think him and Dijakovic probably get into a program now, and obviously Keith Lee will probably get into something else. And maybe get a singles match against Priest later on for the North American title, defending it against him most likely. But I don't think they're going to go back to him and Dijakovic again.
Doesn't make any sense.
They've done it a bunch of times already.
Yeah, so it doesn't make any sense too.
They got to cool it off a little bit. So
I mean, I don't know who they would throw into that picture with Keith Lee right now, but I mean, they'll definitely do something fun. Triple H knows what's up, and it's I'm sure whatever. Keith Lee is a star. Keith Lee is a star, and I think he's somebody that can jump to the main roster and be a star there as well.
Yeah. Now. That's that match, guy, and that's pretty much the end of the video.
Yeah, but, short NXT show.
Do want to say we forgot to mention it last week because after the Johnny Gargano, Triple H, and Tommaso Ciampa promo in the ring, there was a random cut to the screen, and it was a vignette, and it is for Killer Cross.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
No, we didn't. We talked about it off air, but we didn't talk about it on air.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
Okay.
forgot to talk about it. We're going to talk about it today really quickly. They showed it again in this episode of NXT. So who knows when he's going to debut, but I'm super excited for Killer Cross. Really like to see how Triple H handles him and how he books him. But I am super excited about that. So they did show that again. Also, they they announced the match for next week between Ciampa and Gargano.
Yeah.
It's Blackheart versus Rebel Heart. So I'm not really sure what the gimmick is to the match.
Well,
Or where
have
it's going
they
to be.
found a venue where it's
No,
going to be?
they're going to keep the venue probably till like they
Okay,
the venue.
So nobody knows. Or he goes like takes pictures of it and no one sneaks to it.
Nobody
Okay.
knows yet.
I guess.
So that's what it was there. But they reshowed their whole brawl, brawl in the back. They reshowed that, and then they announced the match for next week.
And we're also forgetting, just to jump in, but Riku and Sarov, the Indian, the Hindu tag team from last week, where they tagged, and the Blevins or Blevins, whatever his name is, like the manager. Bevins. Yeah. So that guy's eyes are weird.
Yeah,
I don't know if I need to like after every sentence just.
Yeah.
That's aggressive. But the two guys are monsters. They first Hindu guys I can't remember. I mean, that's not true because Great Khali, but
they got Jinder too.
You're right.
They seem to be from the same region or something like that. From as like Jinder. But yeah, they're two massive guys. They look green as shit from last week. So let's see what they do.
Yeah.
Now they attacked Matt Riddle, but I don't think they're gonna get a match with them. Obviously. Because of the whole thing going on now with travel restrictions.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they were going to match anyways because they kept talking about them dominating the tag team division. So they didn't issue a challenge to Matt Riddle. And
it was kind of just like, oh, we're here. We're ready to kick everyone's ass. More
I guess they just wanted to shock everybody. They have no shit.
Yeah.
They beat up the champs and stuff like that. But yeah. That's another thing they did reveal who they were because they did a terrible job of doing that the week before.
I mean, I like now looking at it, it's okay because they just kind of came in surprise monsters.
Yeah, but like not even say what their names are until the week after. You're like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
They could have said he could have said it in his promo afterwards.
Yeah,
the Bevins guy came out quick. He could have said this is this and this, and then they got that. Okay, but guys, that's the end of the video. NXT 2 takeaways from NXT from April Fools. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit us up in the comments what you guys thought of Shotzi Blackheart not having her tank.
Man,
what are your thoughts?
Dropping the ball.
What are your ideas or what are your speculation as to why they didn't use the tank?
Goddamn tank needs to be on every show.
Thanks again, guys, for watching. Remember, if it doesn't work for you, brother, do not do that job.
Later, Marks.